What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire update video. Well, my friends, here we are once again. In another one of his NotABlog updates, A Song of Ice and Fire author George R. R. Martin reminds us that he still doesn't have a release date for his upcoming novel, The Winds of Winter. In fact, the release date is still nowhere in sight. Not only is he still writing the next novel in his A Song of Ice and Fire saga, but he also said he doesn't want his fans saying it's almost done. He is sick of everyone on the internet saying it will release soon. It's unfortunate because it sounds like he hasn't gotten much writing done since the last update. Now, I know I have certainly made my own videos where I said I thought he would get it done relatively soon. However, I haven't felt that way in well over a year. In fact, I've said the opposite in most of my recent videos. And once again, he basically confirms our worst fears in this new update. I hate to say this, but we may never find out what actually happens with Lady Stoneheart, Jon Snow's resurrection, Dany's arrival in Westeros, the White Walker invasion, the Battle of Ice, and so much more. Now, I obviously hope I'm dead wrong about this, but his update concerns me because it doesn't sound like he's gotten much done now that another year has gone by. Let's have a look at this NotABlog, that way you can see exactly what he said. Earlier this morning, George R. R. Martin said, "I'm glad that I was finally able to blog about the Alfies. We got back from Europe in the middle of August, and it was my original hope to have that one up by the end of the month. And a lot has happened since then. In the Lost Lands, adapted from my 1972 Grey Alice story, was released on March 7th. I've heard that it will hit streaming on April 8th, but I don't know if that date is locked in yet. Now, something else is going to be happening on April 8th as well, or maybe on the 9th. No, I am not announcing the release of The Winds of Winter, the 6th volume of A Song of Ice and Fire. I don't want anyone starting rumors to that effect. I'm so tired of having to issue denials every time some offhand comment of mine, most having nothing to do with Winds, somehow convinces half the internet that the book is imminent. It is not. No. Maybe I need to stop making offhand comments, so calm down. That is until April 8th anyway. Then you can get excited all over again, but for an entirely different reason. As you can see, he's letting us know Winds of Winter is not ready for release, and the fact that he hasn't given us a real update about it since he said it was 3/4 of the way done, I have a feeling he hasn't done much since then. It almost sounds like he wants us to forget about it until he's ready to make his own official announcement. Obviously, he doesn't like it when anyone says it will be out soon. Let's be honest though, we've only ever said that because we love A Song of Ice and Fire, and we hope we're going to be able to get our damn hands on that novel within the next decade. I don't think anyone says it will release soon because they want to negatively affect him in some way. We're only massive fans who want to read Winds of Winter immediately. Now, you would think that he would love the fact that there are still so many fans who are interested and excited about the next installment of A Song of Ice and Fire, when it's already been over 13 years since the release of A Dance with Dragons, and the Game of Thrones show already revealed so many of its major events. Maybe we wouldn't feel like it was about to release if we weren't already waiting for 13 years, and he hadn't gone and announced that it would be here nearly every year for the last decade. Remember, he's the one who said we could lock him in a cell 5 years ago if it wasn't ready by that summer, and now it's already been over 2 years since he said he was 3/4 of the way done. I'm sorry that a lot of us thought it would be done by now, considering he always wants to remind us about how he's not going to work on anything else until Winds of Winter is done. He likes to say it's his main focus, yet he never seems to mention how much writing he's got done whenever he announces the dozen other things he's working on instead. I don't know why it's so difficult for him to throw in a sentence or two about where he's at in the novel, or how much he still needs to write before it's done. Like he said in the new update, he doesn't like it when we get all excited about Winds of Winter. He only wants us to get excited about everything else he's working on. So I guess we should just move on and think about House of the Dragon and the Dunk and Egg show instead. Now, he did give us a small update about those shows as well. He said, meanwhile, over in London, Season 3 of House of the Dragon has also started filming. You'll be getting 8 episodes of that one too. Hitting the air in 2026 is my best guess. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms will come first. It's 6 episodes, the HBO adaptation of the first Dunk and Egg novella, The Hedge Knight. I just watched it again last week, the latest cuts. It's looking good, I think. I love it lots, but I'm not the one to judge. Meanwhile, in London town, Ira Parker and his team are huddled together beating out the Sworn Sword, the second Dunk and Egg adventure. It is such a joy to see the characters come alive so vividly. Watching them makes me want to start writing the next novella tomorrow, but of course I can't. Too many other things to do. As you can see, The Winds of Winter isn't done, and he hasn't even started writing the next Dunk and Egg novella. I know some of you are going to be upset with how negative I have been in this video, but I don't know how else to feel when I read an update like this. Although I'm still very excited about House of the Dragon and A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, I really want to read the ending of A Song of Ice and Fire, as well as Dunk and Egg. I just don't know how or when he will be able to finish them when he's always so busy at fantasy or sci-fi conventions, writing for video games, helping his friends get their shows or films off the ground, HBO's half a dozen other Game of Thrones shows, or his various other books, like the ones that have the silly A Song of Ice and Fire recipes, or his Wildcard series. Then again, maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Maybe he will make an official announcement before House of the Dragon airs its final episode. Now, there was a silver lining to this update. He did say something else will be happening in a few days on April 8th. He hasn't said what it will be, but he seems to think it will get everyone excited, even if it's not the announcement we've all been waiting for. I'm guessing HBO will release a teaser trailer for the Dunk and Egg show. Now that the show is releasing this fall, I have to assume HBO will release a teaser for the first season soon. Now that's only a guess, but I'm not sure what else it would be. He obviously said he's not ready to release Winds of Winter, and he said he's not ready to start writing the next Dunk and Egg novella. I also doubt it will be anything related to House of the Dragon either, because they just started filming episodes for Season 3. If it is going to get the masses excited like he thinks, it's most likely something regarding Dunk and Egg, or maybe even one of HBO's other Game of Thrones shows that are still in development. Whatever it is, I will be sure to make a video as soon as I can. We should know within the next 48 hours. Make sure you subscribe, that way you're the first to know whenever I release a new video. As always, let me know what you think about the new update down below. I would love to hear what you have to say. Once again, I want to thank all of you for watching. I hope all of you have a great day. I will see you again very soon. Bye.
And finally, you asked a question I knew I was going to get. Do you have an update on the Winds of Winter? You know, it's the same update I've been giving for a long time. I continue to work on it. It continues to get longer and longer.